Okay, so welcome to chapter 7, and this one is my favorite number one Stephen King book, The Stand. I have some really fond memories of this book. In high school, me and my best friend Jerry, we would both read the same Stephen King book at the same time and agree, like at each night we'd read up to a certain chapter, and then the next morning we'd sit there and discuss it. But we started getting into fights when we got to The Stand because none of the stuff we were reading was matching up with each other. Well, we didn't realize there were two versions of it, the edited and the unedited version. And so he was reading one while I was reading the other, and that's why it wasn't matching up. So that was a fun little kerfluffle going on there, but we did finally get that figured out. So The Stand is my favorite book. I actually read it in high school like every year, at least once a year, as well as I've read it several times since then, probably every couple of years. Now I don't read as much as I used to anymore. I have issues with reading, and I'm not as good as I used to be. So now I do a lot of audiobooks. So I've got it on audio, so I listen to it there too. So let's go ahead and start. So I've got the classic hardcover. I believe this is the book club edition of The Stand, the original, the edited with the original cool picture. Love that picture, the crow and the warrior. And then I've got the complete one. And I remember seeing the commercials for these like in the 80s or 90s whenever it was coming back out. It must have been the 90s. And they were like, Stephen King's The Stand. And they'd have the commercial and it's just like the ground cracking. And I'm like, that book I want to read. And it was before I had actually got to this reading The Stand yet. But it really made me want to. And then I've got this cover where it's with the cigar and the smoking, and again, some of these are in a little bit rougher shape than others, but they're still well loved. I give them a good home. Then we have paperbacks. Now I have several paperback ones, but let me show you. I have the original unedited with the picture of the face with the bird. That's a classic. And then I have Death on his or her pale horse, and then the unedited paperback copy. Then I have this cover, which was also used for World Book Night USA 2012. They used the cover only in a smaller format on that one. Now, I didn't even know the World Book Club or World Book Night was a thing, but yeah, I came across this in a thrift store. I'm like, that is neat, so I had to, of course, pick that up. Then we have, of course, the movie tie-in version copy of The Stand, and I've actually got two of these. This one is my don't read one. It's in good condition. I don't even open it up. The other one, the cover's it's a little creased. That's my actual reading copy. But then I also have, and I recently just got this. I have the single. It's actually the double tape of The Stand, and then I've been looking for this one forever. The 4 tape of The Stand. I had this years and years and years ago from Suncoast Video, way back when that was a thing. And I had lost it in a move, and I had been looking for it, and I finally found it on eBay. Then, of course, I've got some of the comics, Hardfellas, Captain Trips, and Captain Trips with the cover, some of the softer ones. I don't have all of them, but I do have a good majority of them. I'm always on the lookout for more. And then we get into my foreign copies of The Stand. And I have a Japanese. And I love the cover on the Japanese ones. I think that is just so cool. Then I have 2 of the French. And they're in the French. They call it Le Fleur. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that anyway correct. No offense. But there's 2 runs. The covers are very cool. But the covers... See, on these French covers, a lot of the times they go together to form a whole picture. But these are actually 2 different runs. So there's book 1, 2, and 3, and then this one is the I'm not exactly sure. This is more of the condensed version, so it doesn't have the different covers. And then this one is book 3, And then we have, let's see here. Bear with me. Oh. We have the large French paperback. And then this is another one. This is one of my favorite ones. I love this one. It is The Stand in Chinese. And so yeah, that's one of my favorite ones as well. So yeah, that's The Stand, my favorite Stephen King book. So big fan. Gotta say, you know, a lot of people love it. Some people don't. Seems kind of fitting in the times we're in right now. So, but yeah, if you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Comment on it. And I hope everyone's staying safe and keep reading.